Today I'm reviewing the Pixi Glow Tonic. And really quick, I just want to say I purchased all these products with my own money. I'll never waste your time with sponsored ads or videos. So if you want to help support the channel, check out nobsbeauty.com. Check out my Patreon community or click on the Amazon link below. So this is another one of those products that once I first started getting into skincare, this was one that is highly talked about, highly reviewed, and generally a lot of people really like. So when I first got into it, I tried it and generally liked it until I got a bit more knowledgeable and learned more. So something I've certainly used quite in depth, and I will do a pH test of this one as well because I think that's going to be a main issue. So, okay, Pixi says, enjoy beautifully balanced skin with Glow Tonic from Pixi. Infused with purifying ingredients like aloe vera and ginseng, this face toner works to reduce the appearance of pores, dissolve excess oil and impurities. And it does some of that, but not as good as they claim. So, okay, my first criteria is packaging, and the clear bottle is a bit of an issue, but it's not a huge one. Just keep it in your cabinet when you're not using it, because it does contain some antioxidants, which are sensitive to light. So overall, not a huge issue. Just keep it in the cabinet. In terms of denatured or drying types of alcohol, this does not contain any denatured or drying types of alcohol. However, it does contain witch hazel, which contains tannins, which witch hazel is another one of those ingredients that can be good, can be bad, has some antioxidant potential, but it also has a potential for sensitization due to the tannins, as well as some denatured alcohol from the distillation process of witch hazel, which witch hazel is distilled with denatured alcohol. So I think witch hazel in and of itself contains between like 5 and 10% denatured alcohol, so keep that in mind. So there's not per se denatured alcohol in here, but there is denatured alcohol in there. I don't know if I can explain that worse. I'm sure I could, but overall it's a slight problem for those with sensitive skin. Then when we come to fragrance, it does contain a little bit of fragrance. Thankfully, it's at the very end of the ingredient list, so it's not a huge deal, but if you have sensitive skin, just be aware it does contain a small amount of fragrance, and it has kind of just a light herbal scent almost. So it's not super bothersome for most people, I don't think. The manufacturing location for this one is the US, so no issues with that. Ease of use, and I'll do a pH test. So this is a toner that you'd want to apply to a cotton pad and then smooth it over your skin immediately after cleansing. And then if you use an essence, use your essence after that. So, very easy to use though. And it does help with your pores a little bit superficially, just in the fact that you're smoothing a cotton pad over and kind of helping to clear them out. Can't do much else for really purifying skin, but okay. So the pH of this one, and this does contain glycolic acid, so for glycolic acid to function properly, it generally needs to be at a pH below 4. And the pH of this one is pretty close to 5. I would say it's just a notch below 5. So you will get a little bit of exfoliation, but not a lot of it. So if you're going to use this and then still use an exfoliant later on in your routine, I think you should probably be okay with that. So overall, easy to use. pH is a bit of an issue though. In terms of antioxidants and beneficial ingredients, it doesn't really have the most exciting ingredient list, especially since the glycolic acid isn't formulated at a proper pH for it to be really effective. We do have some other ingredients to mention though. Horse chestnut, a potentially soothing ingredient that has some good research behind it. Glycolic acid, I mentioned fructose, glucose, and sucrose, which are all hydrating ingredients. Urea, alanine, ginseng, glutamic acid. Glutamic acid is a great amino acid and hydrating ingredient. Then we've got aspartic acid, which is also amino acid and hydrating ingredient. So overall, I would have liked to see a bit more exciting ingredients, especially since the glycolic acid isn't going to be functioning a whole ton. But they didn't do it, so it's still a bit of a simple ingredient list, which I would say sometimes simple is great for sensitive skin, but since this has witch hazel and fragrance, it's still not great for very sensitive skin. But But maybe that's why people like it and find it very gentle, because it doesn't do a ton of exfoliating, but it does do a little bit. If you really want something that's more effective, the Murad, what do they call this? The replenishing multi-acid peel is great and properly formulated, and the Crave Kalalula is also great, and they're both properly formulated. So those are two alternatives. A little bit more expensive than this one, but still more effective. In terms of cruelty-free status, this brand is, so no issues with that. Love that. Performance, it does feel very gentle. Does do some very mild exfoliation. Using it several days in a row left my skin feeling a bit sensitive. But if I use this one day and then skip a couple and then use it again, I didn't have any issues. It does help with pores a little bit and some very light exfoliant. So if you do use other exfoliating products in your routine, this might be a decent exfoliator. It gives you a little bit, and then you can go on and use your one that's a little bit stronger. There's a few acneogenic ingredients such as butylene glycol, hexylene glycol, and polysorbate 20. Not a whole lot, but just a few. Price, so this one is 100 milliliters, which is 3.4 ounces. And it retails for about $15, so it's not very expensive. Very affordable, although the glycolic toner from The Ordinary is a bit better deal and a bit better overall for skin. Still not my favorite, but a little bit better. Then in terms of the it factor, the pH is off. It's got fragrance. It's got witch hazel, some other potentially irritating acneogenic ingredients. Making it kind of ineffective, yet gentle, yet harsh at the same time. Probably better for those that don't have sensitive skin at all, that just want a very little bit of exfoliation. So, I can't even say it's necessarily the best for sensitive skin just because of some of those other ingredients. It's kind of all over the place. But I see why some people like it. It's super affordable, easy to use, readily available at almost every store, so... Overall, out of 10, 10 being a perfect score, this one got a 6. So it's certainly not my favorite, but it's still okay for certain people that just want a very mild product, which nothing wrong with that. So anyway, I'm interested in hearing from you guys. I'm sure a lot of you have used or currently use this product, so I want to hear what your thoughts are. So leave a comment. I love hearing from you, and stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thank you so much.